I gotta be honest, guys, I actually had completely forgotten that monkeypox even was a thing. For a little bit there, it was definitely in the media every day. The media was trying to scare you about the pox. And I believe one of the reasons why it probably actually disappeared is because the people that were actually getting the pox were actually members of the alphabet community. People in the general public that weren't a part of the alphabet community, they weren't getting this thing. So I guess the media just said, you know what? Let's move on and let's worry about new Omicron variants out there. That kind of backfired too. People are pretty much done with these viruses. But this story just dropped not long ago, guys, about the monkeypox. Now, the monkeypox has been around for a very, very long time, at least decades, if I'm not mistaken. And we should have saw this coming, folks, that the name would be controversial. Because now, folks, the World Health Organization has now renamed monkeypox to fight racism, pretty much. You can see here who renames monkeypox as Mpox, citing racism concerns. Okay, how is monkeypox racist? That's my question right there. And all you really did was just take the first initial of monkey and put it on there, and you still have it as pox. Everybody knows that this thing is monkeypox. Now, I don't know how they got the racism part about this, considering, you know, people actually getting this thing are actually part of the alphabet community, the LGBTQ elemental PXYZ community. I'm not surprised by this. I remember when COVID first came out, everybody in the media was calling it the Chinese virus, the Chinese coronavirus. There's video out there. But all of a sudden, Donald Trump says the same thing, and then all of a sudden it's deemed racist because your media is dishonest. This is ridiculous, but let's read this. The World Health Organization has renamed monkeypox as Mpox, citing concerns the original name of the decades-old animal disease could be construed as discriminatory and racist. I haven't heard one single story about monkeypox having racist undertones or connotations. I've never heard that. I believe this is nothing more than made up stuff. The UN Health Agency said in a statement Monday that Mpox was its new preferred name for monkeypox, saying that both monkeypox and Mpox would be used for the next year while the old name is phased out. Wait a minute. If this thing is so racist, why are you going to continue to use it for the next year? This doesn't make any sense to me. Who said it was concerned by the racist and stigmatizing language that arose after monkeypox spread to more than 100 countries? It said numerous individuals and countries asked the organization to propose a new way forward to change the name. In August, WHO began consulting experts about renaming the disease shortly after the UN agency declared monkeypox's spread to be a global emergency. To date, there have been more than 80,000 cases identified in dozens of countries that had not previously reported the smallpox-related disease. Until May, monkeypox, a disease that is thought to originate in animals, was not known to trigger large outbreaks beyond Central and West Africa. Outside of Africa, nearly all cases have been in gay, bisexual, or other men who have sex with men. Scientists believe monkeypox triggered outbreaks in Western countries after spreading via sex, had 2 rapes in Belgium and Spain. Vaccination efforts in rich countries, along with other targeted control interventions, have mostly brought the disease under control after it peaked in the summer. In Africa, the disease mainly affects people in contact with infected animals, such as rodents and squirrels. The majority of monkeypox-related deaths have been in Africa, where there have been almost no vaccines available. But still, this is pretty stunning here that they would actually jump the gun and go the route of racism. I said it before, guys, when George Floyd happened, everything would just change. And now you can't even name diseases really, after locations. I mean, what are they actually going to do about African sleeping sickness? Why is that not deemed racist? Why is it okay to actually call Lyme disease because, that's the location? Now, I don't know how they actually came up with the name monkeypox, to tell you the truth. But it does say here, Mpox was first named monkeypox in 1958 when research monkeys in Denmark were observed to have a pox-like disease. Okay, that makes sense. Although they are not thought to be the disease's animal reservoir. Although WHO has named numerous new diseases shortly after they emerged, including severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, and COVID-19, this appears to be the first time the agency has attempted to rechristen a disease decades after it was named. Yeah, because we're in woke times. And now, science is woke. Numerous other diseases, including Japanese encephalitis, German measles, Marburg virus, and Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome, have been named after geographic locations. WHO has not suggested any changes of those names. Of course not. I mean, German measles is perfectly okay. You know why? Because Germans are mostly white people. So therefore, it's perfectly okay to do that. This is just utterly ridiculous, folks, that they would actually change the name of a disease that's been around for decades. Decades upon decades upon decades. This is wokeness taking over science. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.